What's good everyone, welcome! I hope you enjoyed the gameplay of Redeemer Prime against level 9199 Steel Path enemies on Warframe. If you did, hit the like, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments below if you're going to build it after watching this video. Let's get started. As always, before I build my weapons and my Warframes, DVS. D for damage, V for viral, S for strip. If you don't like my methods in today's video, you can check the sheet. Will help you around my methods to find your own style. We take things to level cap to ensure our build scale in EHP, effective hit points. As enemies scale on level, they scale on HP, they scale on shields, and they scale on overguard. You want to ensure that your build is tested at level cap, so you don't waste your investment for a low to mid game. That's very, very important to know. And as always, before I build my weapons, I check always Wiki, because Wiki has so much information that the game doesn't tell you. I hope one day DE take this into consideration. I really appreciate Wiki, but I hope we can just like DE take this and copy paste all this and just put it in game for new players to just learn ASAP about the weapon, and veterans to dig more information and improve their builds. It will be helpful. Alright, so as you can see here, there is a lot of information in here, and you can see the higher blast damage, the redeemer, and on and on and on, the notes, through punishment, punch through. I will leave that all for you guys to read. And there is books here. It says in game the heavy attack damage displayed at 1060, the casual value is 3200 however, and so on. See, that's very important information the game doesn't tell you and may get you confused. And we're gonna take this step by step and slowly for you to understand the weapon performance and the build performance without any extra things like arcanes from the Warframes or the aura or any helmet ability to boost your critical chance or damage or any of that. But my DVS will be D from the weapon, and the V will be either from my primary weapon or a helmet ability like Tempest Barrage or Nourish, and the S will be coming always from my corrosive stacks, using 2 Emerald Archon shards to push the stacks of corrosive from 10 for 80% armor strip to 14 for 104% armor strip. And don't talk to me about 1 Tau Forged, but it's okay if you combine it with other things, but no, it's 98% not enough for me. I want to ensure the enemy's red HP. So let's get started. Even companion is not there. So the Redeemer Prime will be running it with electricity and blast, and let's summon heavy corrupted gunners. Here we go. Now the technique you'll be using on this is simple. You want to hit 4 bullets on normal attack, and then you heavy. Now, of course, you can heavy boom, 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 boom. There is no problem. Like I'm just gonna be doing right now. Boom, boom. Let's go. Let's go. And now, when you watch this, you will start understanding like what's the difference between that and this. Now, of course, you're watching this and say, "Oh wait, it's weak." No, it's a galvanized. So give it a second for a couple of kills, and then we will see the real deal as everything multiplicative will start working together, and we get our combo as well. Right, there we go. You can see the weapon got an increase of performance the moment we got our 5 combo multiplier. So now this is a way to play it, and it's really nice and it's really good. But based on a lot of testing, I figured that you can improve this, because I've been testing this a lot. As you can see, we are doing better now. One more time. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Now I found the best way to play this, and I did some tweaking actually to the showcase build that I show on level cap, is this way. What you want to do is you hit 4 normal attacks, 4, no more than 4. Tap, 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 heavy attack. Check this out. Tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, heavy attack. Okay? 4 taps, 1 heavy attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. I find it is the best way to deal and handle this weapon. Now, with the light attacks, you can reach the 12 combo multiplier, of course. Here you go. Boom, boom. But the problem is if you do normal attacks so long, it starts doing the melee animation, and I don't like that. So I do it 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom. Now, if you line that correctly from the beginning of the mission, because the game counts as the moment you hit the melee attack. So if we reset it, now it's resetted because we did the melee attack. Now let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And then you don't want to hit the melee attack. Now, That's one way to play it. The other way, you just heavy attack, like I'm just doing right now. Boom, boom, and you'll be taking everything down with you. Now, that's the weapon performing normally. Now, if we add, let's say, for example, Fury, and we add Strike in there. Okay, there we go. And then the light attack will be faster. 2, 3, 4. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. See? It's gonna be faster now. Boop. 1, 2, 3. Heavy attack. 1, 2, 3. Heavy attack. Now, let's summon some Manik to mix this a bit. Dakar Manik Bombard. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Heavy attack. 1, 2. And they're dead. See? Because they have higher HP. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Boom. They're dead. Okay? Easy as that. Now, if we add, for example, the... Where is it? Not that one. The steel, the one that gives you the combo multiplier. Let's go with, for example, ready steel for extra initial combo. So we'll start actually with 2 initial combo. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Now, we want, of course, as I told you guys, to use the same mechanic. You'll see a huge difference on your damage output. We just get our galvanized in, and we will be taking them down, no problem. There you go. They're dead. Now, next summon, that will be easier to take down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Up. They're dead. Okay? So, now, if we combine this with priming, so I'll be using, for example, the compressor to prime, just for now, like so. Okay, so they're primed, okay? And now I have my 6 combo multipliers, and boom, 8 million, 2 million, 2 million, 3 million, 3 million, boom, 1 million, orange crits, and so on. So, you can see already what I'm talking about. But the weapon has a low statue chance, so what you want to do is constantly hit, whether they are primed or not. Just like keep hitting prime and keep hitting prime, and there you go. They just disappear. Okay, so the best way I find you to do this is probably using, let's say, Tempest Barrage, as Tempest Barrage is really, really powerful on this weapon. So if we equip Revenant really quick, because I have it on Revenant, okay? I'll be using the Tempest Barrage nuke build right here with Arcane Strike and Worthy Camaraderie. I just keep it right there. We don't like change things, but maybe I'll just use Brief Respite because most of you going level cap with Brief Respite, so things make sense in here. Okay, so the Tempest Barrage, what it does, it will armor strip enemies and proc viral for them for you, and it's AoE, so you'll be just like hitting Tempest Barrage without changing the weapons and just like taking down these guys with ease. Look at that. It's really, really, really powerful combo. Okay, these guys will not handle my 4 hits and then my heavy attack. Even the Manik is the most powerful EHP on the Simulacrum. But of course, there is ways you can build this really, really more towards critical chance. Okay, so if we try to get our 12 combo multiplier, real quick, 11, 10, 11, and let's get our 12. There we go, heavy attack, boom, it's like guaranteed orange. Of course, you can build it with crescendo, you can build it with a lot of ways to umbral, steal, and sacrifice, and you'll be really, really good. So the build will go as follow. Steel and pressure, that's what I meant. This combo of these two. If you want, we can just actually equip them really, really quick to see the results. It's the most important, guys, about this video is actually you learn something. It's not just like about copying things and not really understanding anything and what is going on. Okay, so we get Blood Rush in. Okay, so it's like we have the full set here, and we can use Gladiator Might for extra love right there, and we're just going to test. So we're running 90% here, critical chance. Now with the combo multiplier, it will be beautiful. So you get an understanding how you can actually build your stuff around this guy. Okay, so we're already doing orange crits. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, if a heavy attack, it should be doing red crits. Boom. And that's your red crit, and you're good to go. That's tier 3. But it requires a lot of slots, but maybe for future video, we will do that. Okay, so we're running Bullet Dance, Discipline Merit, Galvanized Reflex for heavy attack efficiency, and on melee kill we get Initial Combo, Voltaic Strike for electricity to get a statue chance that later on Weeping Wound with statue chance per combo multiplier will get based on how much status we have. But if you don't really care, you can just run Shocking Touch in there and you'll be good to go. Now, Galvanized Steel for a critical chance, but mainly not really for critical chance, but mainly for the 120 critical damage. Amalgam Organ Shatter for critical damage and heavy attack wind up speed. Blood Rush for critical chance per combo multiplier. This is the reason we're pushing towards orange crits on this build. Whipping Wounds for statue chance because this weapon has a low statue chance, and if you see here damage per projectile, we have 14% status per projectile, electricity 5.4, and blast is 9%, and it needs statues, and we're having even more statues from Galvanized Elementalist and statue damage, which is multiplicative on slash heat, electricity, toxin, blast, and gas. We have the electricity and we have the blast, which is really, really good, and we have the slash will proc from here and there. Now, condition overload, melee damage per statue type affecting the target, and because this guy throws a lot of bullets, it's really, really nice and awesome to have. Melee influence to take the statues we have on that target from our weapon proc, except the physical, like slash, impact, and puncture. We talk about the electricity and the blast in our case, okay? And transfer it to all enemies within. Now, since this weapon will be transferring all the things within, including blast, so it will help us teleport, let's say, transfer blast to more enemies thanks to the electricity and the melee influence. Now, what blast does? Blast deals 30% of base damage after 1.5 seconds as an explosion at 10 stacks or on death. We're relying more on death. Stacks deal their damage simultaneously to enemies within 5 meters while staggering them. Now, using the Galvanized Elementalist for multiplicative statue damage, that's really, really powerful stuff in there, and it gets crazy. Now, you can run, of course, 3 Violet Archon shards for melee critical damage. It will be really nice. Now let's equip our Nautilus, because our Nautilus, what he will do, he will pull enemies for us with Cordon. So since enemies are pulled with electricity and blast get blasty on all those targets, because the electricity will transfer the blast even on enemies that they are not in the front, you just like hit them. And Tenacious Bond will give us extra 120 critical damage, and Verglas Prime is the best weapon I use for Nautilus, but you need Riven for it with critical chance to activate Tenacious Bond, as it gets activated only if your sentient weapon has 50% plus critical chance. So if you don't have Verglas, you can use Primed Razor Rifle or Vorklok until you get a Riven. And this is the build I'm using, Viral and Heat, and you'll be good to go. Now, let's test this out quick. So I just like use Compressor to make it like easier, guys, for you. There we go. Now you see Nautilus, when he pulls them in, they're instantly dead. There is no joke about it. Let's summon the Manik, more Manik, since you guys like the Manik to be showcased. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. So that's how I do it. 3 hits, 4 hits, and then you just like hit a heavy attack. That's 7 million. That's 8,300,000. Okay, it's really, really crazy stuff, guys, and we are not joking around. So that's how you slowly build, like, that's how slowly you create your build. Now, I know this video may take long as just for a, let's say, build for a weapon, but if you pay attention to every single piece of this video, you would understand you learned more than just Redeemer Prime build for today's video. And now let's talk to you about the Rivens. Now, if you have a Riven for our Redeemer Prime, it is a bit complicated to replace anything in here. But if you have CC, CD, let's say something with critical chance, I would try first to replace the Weeping Wounds. Okay, that's the first thing I would try to do. And then if it has electricity, I will replace Voltaic Strike. If it has damage on it, I will test Condition Overload. Now, I didn't own all the Rivens in the world to ensure and test them, and we can't just like do the math of all of them to ensure they are really good, but you have to decide for yourself which one you want to go for. Now, Discipline Merit is not the best one to put in here as Tenukai. I prefer Dreamer's Wrath, but that means one more forma in here. But if you want to invest more into this guy, you can just equip Dreamer's Wrath. It gives you even more critical damage, and you can just like min-max this guy easy as that. But let me know in the comments below what's your Riven, and maybe I'll try and help out where to place it. So by this we come to the end. If you really find this video helpful, don't hesitate to hit the like, it helps a lot in the algorithm, and subscribe for more content. Join our Discord, link on the description. You can ask anything there, and you can type / build any Warframe or any weapon name, and it will pop for you all the builds that I did in my channel. Special thanks to Hall of members, special VIPs, and this video donator and Hall of donations, and everyone in my community. And see you guys on the next video.